And the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Davis now to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Reese. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Reese. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But, you know, he's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Chargers had 7-4 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Roundtree will score. Touchdown Chargers. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Hopkins with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from there? Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Hands it off out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Roundtree. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Roundtree with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw. Reese. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Rumph. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Reese. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Reese. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Reese. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Cam Akers, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. first down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Reese. And oh, he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now Herbert following the turnover. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. And Bill thinks switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Reese. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, and now some space to operate. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. It's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. One back in the back, puts it on the carpet, it's out. The Broncos say they have it, they do. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And we'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Reese. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down. Reese going up top. turnover as this one's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they'll likely have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know they are.
And now off to the races down the right side, and all the way home for a Broncos score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback of the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Herbert now. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reese. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score, Broncos 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Herbert off of play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Throwing to start the drive. Reese. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On third down, Reese. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Herbert to throw. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing, Herbert. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Herbert going to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Denver, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best,